Okay, so I'm genuinely not trying to upset anybody with this video at all, across the board with this, alright? But I'm just going to give you some thoughts on a few things within dog training, alright? Now, one of my friends well, a really good friend of mine is vegan, and what she says is that veganism is a utopia, okay? So because animal products are so pervasive in everything that humans use, an example that she gave, I think that there's animal products in water filters, okay, so that's the example she gave, I think, and because they are so pervasive in human daily life, that veganism is a utopia, so it's something to be worked towards, alright? So we make vegan choices in order to have a vegan lifestyle, but being 100% vegan is all but impossible in this world, okay? Alright, so now, disagree with that if you like, okay, but take the point that I made, okay? And again, I'm not trying to upset anybody, okay? And if your response to this is that you're getting upset, or you immediately object to something that I'm saying, what I'd ask you to do is stop, take a breath and think about what the message that I'm trying to say with this, okay? So when we've got now I've talked before about quadrants, okay, and me not wanting to use quadrants, okay, that sounds like a childlike, me not wanting to use, that I don't want to use quadrants, the term quadrants, okay. Now I fully accept that the terms positive and negative reinforcement and positive and negative punishment are four ways that Skinner wrote down to explain aspects, and it's only aspects, it's not the entire thing, aspects of learning, okay? In no way, nowhere in Skinner's literature and nowhere in behaviour analysis literature just now in textbooks does it refer to quadrants. So that is what I'm saying, okay? Now that's the first thing I'm saying. The other thing that I'm saying is that it's not, these are boxes that we put things into in order to try and explain things and to understand them, okay? Now as soon as we put things in boxes, we now draw lines, and we see this politically, socially, tribally across the world. As soon as you demarcate something, you're now putting people in boxes, and we're becoming more and more in the world, and we see that in politics, more and more demarcated in our tribes, alright? So what we've now got is we've got these four things, okay, and people will now say, I'm a positive reinforcement dog trainer, okay? Now my view of that is, and this is where I am with this, my view is I am a positive reinforcement dog trainer, and it informs all the choices that I make when I'm working with a dog, okay? So the same way as if I'm a vegan, that informs all the choices that I make with what I consume, okay? So that's a philosophy which guides me, okay? So I think, alright, positive reinforcement is a utopia. It's something that we work towards with our dog, but it is all but impossible in our lives with our dogs, because we put the dog in a lead and we keep the door shut, we lock the dog's door shut, okay, in our house, alright? So those two things there now start moving away from a purely positive reinforcement lifestyle with our dogs. We can have purely positive reinforcement dog training sessions. Okay, so we can have positive reinforcement dog training sessions without the removal of a treat, without extinction, without corrections, and a whole bunch of other things if we are cleaning our training, okay? And that's what we should be aiming for. Now, it's possible in a training session, but I don't think it's possible in our lives, okay? I just don't, alright? So that's the first thing, that's to do with positive reinforcement trainers. Now, the next thing that is the trainers that display with a badge of honour that they use all four quadrants, okay, because nature has given us these four things to use, so let's use them, okay? Now, that is also valid. Nature has, we have evolved, the world has evolved that these four things take place, but there are only four of the things that take place, okay? Removal or removal or addition of something pleasant, removal or addition of something averse. Alright, so that's a gross oversimplification of it. Now, that's part of it, but it's not the only part of it. Okay, what we've also got is that emotions go with those. Okay, so we can't ignore those emotions. So if a trainer displays a badge of honour that they use all 4 quadrants, as if that's something to be bragged about, but don't take into consideration that the dog makes negative associations every time that the dog has a negative emotional consequence to a behaviour, okay, then we're missing part of the picture, okay. And what we need to do, I think, is look at this whole thing globally. So it's not enough to look at just that, well, I corrected the dog, that's fine, stopped the behaviour, and the dog didn't do it again. Yep, but what other effects did that have on the dog's life after that, okay? Did the release of neurotransmitters and hormones within the dog's body change the dog's chemistry? Did it change some of the associations? Did it learn something else from that? And we might not see that until later, okay? So these are all things to consider. And if we're not having a broader understanding of this stuff and a deeper understanding, so broader and deeper, so that we can actually examine this stuff and say, does that hold true and does it serve as well? Alright, so just some thoughts on this, okay. I've got a spare session this morning. I've gone for a walk before my client arrives, and I just thought I'd share some stuff with you. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.